strategy we're presenting is thought-provoking questions, such as where, what, when, how, why, or who, right? Probably we're going to leave this out, but if you want to make questions with that, it's not a problem, all right? Okay, so this strategy will be based on the reading you carried out with the horse whisperer. Great. Right. When you see that image, what does trust mean to you? This is a brainstorming. Remember, any answer is welcome.
Friendship.
Friendship means friendship. Okay, good. Trust. What does trust mean to you?
Confidence. Confidence.
Okay, confidence.
When you can say anything to another person, all the things that you feel, and your problems, things like that.
Okay, great. Thank you. Anybody else?
Contact with someone about anything.
Okay, you can talk with someone about anything. All right. Anybody else?
It's when it's more like when you love someone unconditionally and you know that they won't let you down.
When you love someone unconditionally, okay, and you know you have the certainty that that person won't let you down. So as you can see in the images over there, there is a little boy, yeah, so with probably an adult, his or her father, right? So the little boy trusts, right, that somebody is going to catch him or her. What about the second one? Sorry, this one. It's the same, right? So you are trusting that somebody is going to catch you and won't let you fall down. What would happen if that doesn't happen?
It's because trust doesn't exist.
I'm sorry?
It means that trust doesn't exist.
Okay, no trust there. You probably will fall down, hurt yourself, and won't ever in life again will try something like that. Yes? How about that one? Would you try that out? If you knew that the person is a very good shooter, would you? Probably, right? Not at all. Okay, very difficult. And that one?
That's more like trusting yourself.
This one? Yes. But look at these hands. What happens if somebody decides to let that go?
He's going to fall.
He's going to fall and hurt, and probably that's going to damage his concept of trust. Okay? Great. So, what does trust mean to you? Again. Last comments? Camila.
Someone who depends on the other person.
Someone, yes. It's about depending on the other person, yes. Okay. So these are questions that are going to lead our discussion. Keep those in mind. What does trust mean to you? How important is it for you? How important is it for you? How can you perceive trust in the scenes, characters of the book? You need to give examples. Yes? So let's explore this question here. How important is it for you? Andres?
From my point of view, I think it's not that important.
It's very important.
I don't have some good experience trusting people,
All right.
so I think I only can trust in myself.
At this moment, you can trust in yourself. Okay? So trust is very important. Would you like to be able to trust somebody?
No.
At this moment, you think you'll find this way. All right? How important is it for you?
Well, I think it's too important. And I mean, not only the other persons. It's important for everyone. You want to have trust in yourself.
Okay, so is it important for you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so here in the discussion, probably somebody's going to probably disagree with Andres in a way that we have different points of view. Yes, we are not trying to convince him that he needs to trust somebody, but probably might be helpful for him if he hears the point of view of different people, right? And probably it's going to start weighing. Yes, so how important is to trust, or for me? Is it because I have had a bad experience? Would I like to change that? Yes, you don't have to answer that right now, but those are questions that are provoking, thought-provoking. Remember the strategy? Thought-provoking questions. They make you think. Excellent. How important is it for you? Anybody else from that group?
I think that it's very important, but you have no choose the person.
Okay.
It's very important to trust. It's even more important to trust in yourself, believe in yourself, than believe in other people, because you don't have the opportunity to choose which friends are going to be with you.
Good. Right. So in that case, for example, you would have used introductory phrases. I totally agree with Andres, or I agree with Andres. Yes. In the next, so keep that in mind. Or I disagree a bit because you give more justification. Okay. How can you perceive trust in the scenes or characters of the book? Give examples. Try to remember. If we think about trust, do you remember a scene or a character in which you can perceive that topic there, trust? Andres?
Tom trying to help him, and also he gives his life for him.
All right. Anybody else? Giselle?
Before the accident, Fury was trusting his life to Grace because he's guiding in a ice road, and he trusts herself because he thinks it's not safe, but she tells him to move over there, and he trusts in Grace.
All right. Okay. Any other opinion? Claudio?
I think trusted the process in every situation.
Okay. How can you perceive trust in the scenes or characters of the book?
I think Annie in Tom, because she can saw how Tom are with the animals, especially with horse, and she thought Tom is the expert for the problem with people.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so now is we're going to do. We have done this. 4 groups of 4. Yes? Now I'm going to hand out Post-its to each. You're going to have 3 minutes. Yes? 3 minutes to write questions about the topic. What's the topic? Trust, right? 1 question per student. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do that. Then, as you can see over there, I'm going to write on the board questions such as what, when, how, and why. Yes? And after 3 minutes, the 3 minutes I gave you on number 3 there, you're going to place, yes? Place the post-its under the correct column. For example, if Alexa writes the question with a what, she posted here, yes? And she wrote the question with how, she posted here. Try to be organized. Yes? This group has blue post-its. Blue, blue, blue with the 4 questions. That group has a orange. Orange, how, what, how, and why. That, we're going to go through the questions. Yes? And you're going to use the questions to start a discussion in the same groups. Yes? Similar to the ones we started at the beginning. But you're going to do it in your groups. Then divide the questions per group so they can answer, investigate about. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do that. If you need more time, you need to let me know. Okay? And then you're going to prepare a short presentation in your groups about that discussion. Please quiet and listen. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. When Pilgrims recover his trust in the people?
When Tom, when he came to Tom, his therapy with the support of Grace, and that make he's healthy and good again, and recover his trust.
Yeah, I think before of that, he felt a little bit lonely and scared. And then Tom arrives to the life of Pilgrim and Grace and Annie. And I think it was like a therapy for Pilgrim. And after the death of Tom, I think like he recovered his trust in the people.
And I think when Tom's helped Pilgrim, she realized his repeat the question.
When Pilgrim recovered his trust in the people.
When Tom helped him. When Tom helped him.
Okay.
I agree with your point of view because Tom give him love and
helped a horse to recover his trust again with the therapy.
Before the accident, it was like Grace and Pilgrim have a great connection. They trust each other. But after the accident, Pilgrim feels so scared, and nobody cares about that until Tom's arrives.
Next question.
We continue with the next one.
How was the connection between Grace and Pilgrim after the accident?
From my point of view, it was a very bad connection and a very bad situation. I mean, Pilgrim felt lonely, scared, sad, and nobody cares until he was close to death.
I think the same. I think the same. He said because Grace and Pilgrim, and she's she believed him.
Yeah, I agree too, because I think Pilgrim felt betrayed, and Grace felt like he failed to Pilgrim.
Next question.
Why Grace didn't trust in herself?
I think Grace didn't trust in herself because she felt like a mess, because she lost her friend, her leg, and her horse.
After the accident, it was very bad things that happened, like she lost his leg, his friend, and his horse. Not in the way like Pilgrims died, in the way that she lost the trust. Pilgrim lost the trust in Grace.
I agree with that because Pilgrim, it was so long and nobody cares of that, and he lost everything, every single piece of trust on Grace when the accidents happened. So that's true. That's true.
What do you think about the trust between Annie and Robert?
I think his trust is broken because Annie cheated him and have a crush with Tom.
I think Annie betrayed Tom. I mean Robert, with Tom, because she literally cheated on him. Like, I don't know how to explain this. I mean, the trust was betrayed by Annie to Robert.
Thank you very much. Thanks to having trust on each other between, I don't know, between Grace and Annie, for example, or not really having at all.
Have a lot of reasons.
Carlos, why Grace didn't trust in her mother?
I think because Grace feels like her mother do everything for she, and she doesn't ask before to do something.
Well, I think Grace didn't trust much or very much in her mother because they weren't really close enough. If we keep reading and we analyze the story, we get to see that her mother usually spent almost all her time on working and doing calls and just talking about
It's like an absent mother.
Yes.
In a relationship.
That happens even before the history of the book.
Before the accident.
And you see that during the book. That reminds me of the relationship that I have with my father. Literally, he traveled 400 miles and always say, "Hello, Benji. How are you? Fine, fine. Okay." That's all.
I think the son of my classmate. No, classmate. Okay.
Okay, I agree with all of your comments. I don't know if you are agree with in comments or disagree.
I agree with that.
I do agree with him too.
You guys?
The next question.
Yes, please.
What happened with Tom's trust when he saw the house abuse in the bond?
Well, I think Tom doesn't trust that Pilgrim's accident was an accident, and he thought that was an abuse for part of Mr. Dyers or the personnel in the ranch.
I think that what happened with Tom's trust was that literally disappeared from him, like towards that he had some trust, but then when he saw that situation, it really was gone. And he started to think that Annie and the whole family were bad people, and that situation basically didn't give him the best first impression.
To be honest, I don't remember the scene of the book because I read it very fast and I skip that part in this case. Sorry.
I agree with all my classmates. I agree.
What do you think Grace felt when she realized about Annie and Tom?
I think she felt so angry and sad because she thinks that she let her down, they let her down, like Jay betrayed her, and this is so sad.
Yeah, as Elizabeth said, I think that Grace felt furious and hard because she was starting trusting on Tom and he just betrayed her with Grace also. And there is the fact of Robert, his father. He was like a very good person and Annie was just like betraying him.
I agree with both of you. I think that she couldn't understand why her mother was doing that to her and her dad, and why Tom was with her mother. And if the only thing that he had to do was look for Pilgrim help.
I think that Grace felt betrayal because at one point she thought that her world was fixed. So when she realized that Annie and Tom was like in a relationship, she felt angry, betrayal, and sad. So I agree with what you said.
Yeah, I agree with Alexa that father's Grace Robert was so important for her, and she decided to kill herself. So because she loved his father so much, her father so much. And
Yes, when Grace realized about Tom and Annie, she just go to the wood and decided to kill herself in a hut. She wanted to burn it. The next question.
okay, what do you think about Diana's attitude?
I think she was in love with Tom because she was like not.
Diana's attitude.
I think she was in love with Tom because she was like not in with Annie. She didn't have a good attitude about Annie and Grace when they they two arrived to the Booker's ranch.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think she was in love with Tom, and she didn't do this, and she was jealously about Annie, and a little bit of Grace, and I disliked her attitude, like she was unpleasant sometimes.
Yeah, I think the same. I think that her attitude was bad because she was shameless. So she was like treat her in a good way, but she was talking like bad over Annie. Javiera?
Yeah, I agree with that you say. I think that she was in love with Tom and she never forgot that feeling. And also, I think that she's been selfish because she thinks that she can control Tom's life, and that's selfish for
Yeah, yes, about Javiera said of being selfish. I think that is also because Diane and Tom were dating when they were young, after she married with his brother Frank.
When did Annie start to give more attention to Grace?
I I think it was after the accident because Annie take care about Grace, but because she was really hard, and Grace feels so lonely, and because her mother doesn't pay attention to her when she was a little girl so much.
I think the same. Amy started to homeless started to give more attention to Grace when she realized that she was.
What does Annie feel for Tom?
Annie fell in love with Tom even when she was married. She trusted him.
Alright. Why Tom saved Grace from the stallion if she didn't trust him?
I think Tom saved Grace because he was in love with Annie, so he wanted to save her daughter, even when Grace doesn't trust in him.
So he just wanted to
Help.
save the most important thing to her.
Yeah, I think
Tom see a friend in Annie, no, in Grace, even if she is a kid.
When Grace started to trust Tom?
After seeing the results in Pilgrim, I think.
I think that too.
Yeah, I agree with that. She just felt really sad and alone about what all happened to her. And Tom just wanted to help her. I just know.
how much did Grace trust in Pilgrim?
And alone about what all happened to her. And Tom just wanted to help her. I just know.
How much did Grace trust in Pilgrim?
In my opinion, I think that Grace saw Pilgrim more than a friend, and even more than a pet. If after what happened to Judith when she died, she felt alone and sad, and she felt terribly about it. And I can't believe what would happen if Pilgrim also died. And Gully died, Gulliver.
I think Grace trusted his her life in on Pilgrim.
Yeah, after all what happened between Pilgrim being betrayed by her, it's really sad. So sad.
When did Annie and Grace stop trusting each other?
Grace changed her attitude after to the accident.
Oh, I agree with you.
She closed her feelings toward other people, not only with Amy.
I see.
Grace take all the attention for a moment.
I think that she kept a close attitude with others.
Yeah, absolutely. Your question?
Why Grace lost the trust about riding horses?
Because she had an accident and she lost half of legs and her friends died.
It was horrible.
It's traumatic.
It's
So traumatic.
the same.
How did Tom that Grace could trust in him and ride again?
He showing her his abilities to understand and know how Pilgrim felt. They had a tense relation, but even so, he did that. Grace trust in him.
Yeah.
He did step by step. For a little, she trust in him.
What did Annie think about Pilgrim?
Oh, she loved him. Yeah. He was unique to her, but she was selfish at one time because she didn't want anyone to ride it. Do you think?
For a moment, she put Pilgrim above Grace.
Yeah. So.
Did you cover the 4 questions? Yes?
Yes. How did Annie lose her daughter's trust?
I think that is for the affair of Tom and Annie.
I disagree with that because Grace, before, she didn't trust her mother because she thinks her mother just think about herself and her own feelings, not that Grace.
You're right. I disagree with this because the affair and the Annie and Tom affair was affected to Grace.
Can you repeat the question, please? How did Annie lose her daughter's trust?
I think Grace lost trust in her mother because she only thinks in herself.
Why do you think that Annie trusts Tom for safety?
I think that because she think he couldn't save him because he's a horse whisperer.
Okay.
I agree with
Emilia, because Tom is a unique way or option of any because he is a hybrid.
Okay. I think because Tom had a good reputation with that kind of topic, with that kind of horse.
Yeah, I'm agree with Giselle because I think that is for Tom's reputation.
Next question. What would have happened if Tom didn't trust in himself?
I think that if Tom don't trust in herself, he couldn't be a whisperer.
I think he never asked um, to say the real.
I think if Tom hadn't trust in himself,